no doubt the Tigers are improved this season, but if they lose this afternoon, they're 1-4. That's familiar territory. What can they muster? Brilliant again by Naitanui. He was the spark midway through the term that got the Eagles right on top. Kerr kicks inside the forward 50.
This is just another beautiful tap here from Nick Naitanui. Just look at that. Just such a soft tap to one of his midfielders.
Polly Farmer must look at that and think, gee whiz. It's Farmer-like in a way, isn't it? I mean, just...
Again.
Gaff gets it from Kerr and gets it back to about 55 metres. Ricochets away the ball. Well done, Marston. Liked his game. Tuck, Foley, and then Naitanui doing a bit of roving and banging forward, and Kennedy back on the field. So Naitanui and Marich will like that battle when Naitanui can't get over the top of him. And then Foley Gale. Oh, look at that. Butler's going for a ride, eh? The Butler's on his back.
When Marich looked up, it was Cochin who was at full forward against Selwood.
Grimes did okay. Kerr running it down, got down low. Kerr handle not quite.
Oh, he's hurt too.
Back to Grimes, and that just floats away from him. Kerr, Martin's got him in a great tackle. Ball up.
Geez, tough Kerr. That first hit really hurt him. He saw the ball hadn't been cleared. He went again. That first one got him on the hip pointer. That really hurt him.
Lingy, who's winning the midfield battle, mate?
Very tight at the moment, Bruce, and I love that from Daniel Kerr. He's tough and gets a clearance as well. That is a quality footballer.
About 30,000, and they're making a sound like there's twice that crowd. Good Mark Cox.
Mark Dean Cox.
Now, because they've taken so much time, Richmond have been able to push back in numbers.
Well, he was determined to kick it to Butler. Butler, one bounce, ambles to the wing. Now he goes out very wide. Still a loose man. That's Selwood, Scott Selwood. He moves with more urgency, sends it down towards full forward, and the mark is taken by Lynch. Well, that guy can't believe it, neither can he. The slowest of build-ups, but height is height. So Quinton Lynch kicks, and that ball goes away. But it's good.
And that's what his job is to do, to get to Priddis at these stoppages and just stop him from getting in at the ball.
Tuck came into this game leading the Tigers in 3 categories this year.
And there is, he's right. 5 points the difference. Hearn to Cox. So the team on top of the table, undefeated, with a big percentage being challenged right here. Cox drives it to the wing. Naitanui. What a lead.
He's done his bit now, hasn't he?
He has, Bruce. It's good to see. Stand up and take some big grabs and go back and nail them.
Naitanui brilliant to full forward. Certainly manhandled a bit there was Kennedy. Grimes sits underneath. Well done by Lynch. Hams has kicked a couple. Weaving this way, that won't be a score. It's a collision coming up. Hurley did pretty well. He had Shuey to beat. Is it high? Not sure. Shuey just shrugs him off. Gets it back to Priddis. Down low, that ball coming back to the 50. Gaff back to Selwood. Selwood looks up and delivers. Well done.
Just watch this tap again. That's just great work there from Naitanui, and the follow-up too.
Interesting. It wasn't a bad result for the Eagles, that kick, in as much as had he got onto it properly, it probably would have gone to the goal line and made it easier for the defence. Under pressure was Grimes. Newman kicks it towards the wing. Almost the clever mark out there to Miller. Could have been pushed in the back. Nahas went across to Deledio. Great tackle, Marston. Conker was intercepted. Scott Selwood comes away and kicks inside the forward 50. Selwood was under pressure, but affected the kick. But it's a good result for the Eagles.
Well,
he's not your in and under type player, but they've got plenty of those out there anyway.
So it's been a good return. Naitanui always magnificent hands. She's imposing himself, Naitanui. It's great to see him up and going and so fit. Marston to Lynch.
And Bruce, Daniel Kerr's possessions 10 this quarter, 8 of them contested with 5 clearances. Just such a good quality, tough player.
Cam, do you reckon he's back to what he was about 3 years ago?
I think last week and this week he's showing that real glimpse of it. He's coming to the bench now. He looks absolutely exhausted, but he has been terrific the last 2 weeks.
80 Ks too, Bruce.
Well, Darling's a big kick, isn't he?
Just outside his range, though, Macca.
Yeah, I know.
He's going to have to kick this 75.
Got to give it this.
I reckon reckon right now, if the economy improved in Greece, Tim would say that Darling did that for them. That's how much he loves him right now. But there you go. Not even Tim could suggest a goal there. Hey, Den? I've got a feeling.
Well, you could be right, Bruce. It's shaping up that way. What a terrific game of football. We liked it coming in. We thought it'd be a good one. It hasn't let us down. It's the Eagles by 2 points, 83-81. Can the Tigers then beat the top of the table team? Away we go. We're about to find out. Natanui decisively. That is Selwood. That's Scott who kicks inside the forward 50. Huge collision down there. Both players down and hurt. One of them is Lynch. The other may be Rance. Not sure.
I think it's D, Den, but go on.
I think you're right. D, well, he hasn't moved and seems the worse for wear.
About 16 minutes remaining. West Coast lead by 2, 83-81. It's at Richmond's end. Marriage just lays it down. Priddis.
Still, mate.
Gee, there's been some good players out there today. Jackson for both teams. Jackson, neat handball. Now Nahas couldn't be pinged there because Adam Selwood's onto him straight away. That ball's still in dispute. Revolt can't break Schofield. And he slings him down. And it's a free kick.
Is that really the sling tackle, though, that we're talking about? I'm not sure that it is. I mean, he's holding onto the ball. Honestly, I don't think that's a sling tackle.
No. Out wide to Schofield. That's when you get honourable losses, when you make those mistakes.
That's right.
Shuey gives it to Gaff.
That's exactly what they did last week too against Geelong.
Now Darling has a bounce, runs it down towards half forward, spots a vacant goal square, in from the side. Hill! Almost the mark, dragged down by the arm. And Hill will get a free kick. It's Martin when he looked up and then completely botched the kick. Meanwhile, at the other end, Hill kicks his third. Point the difference.
Tuck to about 50. White now the job on Hearn. Selwood holds up. Nahas. Oh, well done, Miller. Taps it to Robbie. Can't quite get clear. Back turns. Goes back to Deledio. Back to Foley. Wonderful smother. Was that Kerr down low?
Yep.
You betcha.
That was unbelievable.
High tackle.
Watch this.
So the captain on the outer side, back to Rosa, pushes up from half back. This is Butler. Butler runs to the wing, takes something off this kick. Waters has it, hard against the boundary line. His side leading by a point. Sends it long inside the forward 50 and close to the boundary. Big pack. Rance got a fist on it, knocked it down. Marston looking for a way through, did well. Shuey even better. A centering kick, a high one. They come from all directions. They surround Cox. It falls in front. Hooley had it. Guess who tied it up? This is superhuman by Daniel Kerr.
Kerr's had 26 now. 16 of those have been contested.
So Cox wins the tap brilliantly to Marston. High ball. We play on, obviously. Belted away. Darling looking for the right bounce. That ball sort of thrown out almost. And then brought down Priddis. Clever hands to Marston. Oh, that was brilliant. In a shoebox.
Just great contested footy, isn't it? Richmond unable to get free. Just watch that. Bang. Sees Maston on the outside.
You know, and Smithy came tatted up.
Tit for tat.
Yeah, that's right. Like a boa constrictor, it looked like. There goes the kick towards the outer side from Hearn, who can really give it a roost. Terrific mark, taken by Schofield. Hits the ground running. He's at half-back, goes short to Gaff. 95 apiece. Swings it out wide, taken by Adam Selwood. Kicks it down towards half-forward. Morris goes back with wonderful courage. Couldn't hang on. Stumbling is Darling. Across to Gaff. Gaff the high ball towards the middle. Trying to punch it away was Batchelor. Loose ball in there. Over the ball is Newman. Trying to get his way out as Grimes. Tackled down by Natanui, and we've got a ball up about 25 metres out from goal.
This is where they're dangerous, particularly Natanui.
And Cox to help out Tim. Marriage, and speaking of Natanui, great smother coming though. I think it was Foley. Priddis works his way through. Does it again, Priddis. Selwood goal.
Tim, Daniel Kerr and Matthew Priddis have just shown us time and time again how good quality contested players can have such a big influence on the game.
So Marriage and Natanui. Gaff. Every centre clearance vital. Priddis again. Banged forward though. The Tigers getting a hurry. Hearn holds up against Nahas.
in the rise to the ball.
Well, as good as the Tigers have been today, you feel if they don't get next goal, they'll lose.
Yep. We'll go very close. Hooley smothered off the boot. Ricochets towards the boundary. Intent on taking it out is Cochin.
That was Kerr again, Dennis.
Yeah, right.
There goes Rance, a high ball. Well, they're in the best position, the Eagles. Punched away at the last moment by Marich. It comes to Waters. Hand passes to Kerr. What stamina from Kerr. What vision from Kerr as he finds Lynch. We're down to a minute 25. Greg lays it back. It's taken by Hooley. Hooley through midfield under pressure. High ball. In front out there was White. Knocked away by Smith. Down goes Morris.
Well done by Morris. Sweeping handball by Deledio. White's got a lot of pace. He's got men loose. White's going to go long to full forward. Where's Revolt? There he is. Not quite. The ball comes to Glass. Quick kick away to half back. Waters. Oh! He's never done that before in his life.
Gave it a good time then, Bruce. What a mark. These are tired men, and he launched himself. On the other side, Shuey, and we're down to 42 seconds. Will it be 50? No. Now Richmond have got to get this football back. Eagles just need to run down the clock. Shuey, nicely weighted kick. Lynch has got it, and I think he knows it's gone. The Eagles would have to make a bad mistake now to lose this game. They don't know that, but they know it's close. There goes the kick down towards the pocket. Rance from behind, knocks it in front.
Ball in dispute. Marston's been really good. Hook back. Well, they're home now. Is it Darling? I'm not sure.
Ask Tim.
Yeah, Tim, it is Darling. It has to be. He's kicked 4, and the Eagles are undefeated after 5 rounds. Well, this was a spectacular grab on a day where we've had a highlights reel to die for.
How do you get up that high this late in the game?
How do you get up that high?
And it's 10 points to the reigning Premier last week, 10 points to the leader of the competition this week. That's the Tigers.
Dare we say it, honourable losses. Well, sometimes teams are just a bit better than you. The Tigers have fought so hard this afternoon. But there's the siren. And that hurts. There's the captain showing the pain. There's the coach in pain as well. What an inspiring game it was this afternoon. One of the best we've seen for a long time. Maybe the skills not as high as in other games, but gee, it was combative. It was tough. And the West Coast Eagles have prevailed. Let's go down to Cameron Ling with a man who absolutely starred.
He did absolutely star, Dennis. He's a bit spent here, but really hard contested game. And yourself, mate, incredible. Good to get the win.
Yeah, it was fantastic to get the win. We always knew after last week, Richmond taking Geelong right to the end, we knew that they were going to come and give a good fight, and we were just happy to weather the storm.
Was it a harder game run through the midfield because of the lack of rotations that you had with Brown going off early and then obviously Kennedy being sore?
Yeah, you really do notice if you lose your sub early, the extra rotation that you miss in the midfield, and I definitely felt it late in the last quarter.
Well done today, mate. Great stuff.
Thanks, Lingy.
Thanks, Kerr.
28 possessions for Daniel Kerr. And that doesn't measure exactly what he was doing when the game was on the line. A couple of those smothers. Let's go back now to Cameron Ling with Matthew Priddis.
Paddy, good hard win. Yourself, a couple of quick handballs up in the goal square there. Set up some great goals. You must have been wrapped with your own game.
Tigers play a great contested brand of footy, and that was where the game was won in the end, and we're just lucky to kick a couple of late goals. And Josh is a bit sore, so it's great for us to get over the line.
I asked Kerry about that with the early substitution and Josh being sore. Did you notice the impact through the midfield with your rotations?
A little bit, but you know, it was a really grinding win for the boys, so it's very encouraging for us to have another win away and against good opposition.
And also, yeah, nice to get that win over here in Melbourne.
Absolutely, mate. We're taking all the time.
Good work, Matty. Well done, mate.
Thanks, mate.